14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check 3, check 3, check. Go. Check 31, check 31.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's it, baby.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Barber.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Okay, ready? General West. 55 to Mike. Here we go, Check, 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 check.
They'll try and run here with Barber. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's up. Let me put it in the chat.
It's freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Now. Let me know if it still say the same thing. If it does, I'll put it.
Now it's Breda.
I'll put it in the chat.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, a run with Breda.
Good
and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That's
wow! This is beyond me.
Will be stopped at the 34-yard
line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight
That
ends
is
don't
whack.
always have the same reputation for hands as
Copy
wide
that,
receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Copy that.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here.
Oh, wow.
I think you're feeling okay. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Hunter. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a second
That's not a pass interference
for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
14, got it.
On the delay,
Wow.
here's Breida. And they
Full out
see right
blitzing.
through that defensive
Wow.
line as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yep.
And I don't think this has the carry. It
Oh,
does not.
God.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
It's just me and you. It's me and you. Check safety. Yep. Check three. Alert three.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're started through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
We got this.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
All day, baby, all day.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 52. Kill, 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 kill.
They run with Breida.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Let's go. Do it.
On first down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I got one.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Set 15 line. 15 line.
It's our time.
Get it.
Barber on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Ready.
Check right. Watching your 5.
Smooth.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Big grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hunter. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Big stop.
Look at me. Zipper. 5.
Now a handoff looking right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
This nigga's just fucking doubling my man, bro.
Set. Ready. 90 Wolf. Protein spill.
Just like that.
Go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Shoot.
They go back to the ground. This time Barber. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready,
Try to get one more in here before the quarter
I ain't getting
breaks.
that one sack
Back
with
now
him.
in Tampa.
That is terrible.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch QB drop.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Hunter airing this one out for Evans. And that is
Oh,
caught.
my God.
One-handed.
Come
Oh,
on.
he pulled it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
All right, now that I'm winning, I'm going to go in
Mike
the 4th quarter.
Evans.
I'm gonna go
With
on him
touchdown
and
number
fucking
7
go all
on
the
the
way around.
year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We got 3. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They run again with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact...
And this is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Ready to break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Wow, he's running the ball.
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No chance.
Hey, rock it. Rock it. Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space. When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Yo, go.
They'll try it now with Barber. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I should have a big nickel instead of...
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike's 54.
From the gun, Hunter. He's going to air one out. This nigga
Mike Evans is catching everything now. Oh my God. He's about to have
a big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I.
Mike's 5-4.
Bravo.
Here we go.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Big grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Hunter looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Switch up.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 4th down, Hunter. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Flag 90. Flag that.
56. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Let's go, double count right here, double count.
Wilson wants to throw it. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
That's crazy.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
When I try to get a fucking sack, I can't get no fucking sack.
Green 80. One left.
Check 59. Mike is gotta go in and out. Let's go.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing again. Hunter looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Bro, why is
this? It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
These niggas cannot get no picks. Now big niggas on the 1. Like, come on.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
He just ran. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, my God. He just ran my defensive line over.
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
That was his motherfucking sack.
On the short field
that
as they take it in for 6.
That was his sack.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Go. Say goodbye to my fucking superstar X Factor.
So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Damn, bro, that's whack.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. To throw is Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
On 1st and 10, Hunter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. Hunter, now a desk. He's got a man. Complete.
Mike Evans just caught 3 contested catches.
Oh my God. 45. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Operating from the gun, Hunter. And
Good
it's
job,
knocked
Shaquille.
away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, check Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
55.
I'm coming.
Get it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hunter, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
You don't want none of that.
From the gun, Hunter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Tired of this nigga Mike Evans catching shit on me.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready.
On 4th down, Hunter. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he just caught that shit. He scored.
10.
I fucked up. I just said Mike Evans should not be scoring on me. He just scored.
Mike Evans, 54 yards, as his guys are back within a single.
I'm so mad, bro. I'm really mad. I cannot get that
I
shit.
am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside
14.
kick try.
Get ready. One left. Lucky.
Breida, he'll try the right side. MJ Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot.
So mad, bro.
We saw
Fuck, man.
just a little short,
Should have been
but
sacking
credit,
him.
they were able to hold on.
Whatever. I don't even care anyway. I won.